As far back as over 200 years ago, the Czartoryski family's court poet Franciszek Dionizy Kniazinin praised in his poems the region of Puławy. After 2 centuries, his words didn't go out of date. The land of Puławy still delights with animal and plant species richness. Perfect environmental conditions containing water reservoirs, forests, open and urbanized areas make the region an excellent habitat for birds. The rhythm of the bird's life is determined mainly by 2 big rivers. Vistula River is one of them. The county of Puławy is the very place where picturesque Middle Poland Vistula River turns into Middle Vistula River Valley. The birds have at their disposal high and steep river banks, as well as broad and flat meadows, bushes and riparian hedges. Vistula River also forms in this area numerous islands in current, sandbars and oxbow lakes. That makes the territory a first-rate place for many birds, among which it's worth noting a large population of terns, gulls, plovers and sandpipers. Various species of ducks, kingfishers and sand martins rear their broods here, and in cars one can encounter a lot of songbirds, such as nightingales, river warblers, blackcaps, garden warblers and also colorful bluethroats. The right confluent of the Vistula River is Wieprz, another important river for this geographical region. It is also a great place for birds. The river itself is very interesting in its character. It forms lots of oxbows, sandbars and small islands. The banks of Wieprz are covered with wild bushes and hedges, but on the other hand, there are plenty of farmland stretches and pastures here. Therefore, the area became a wonderful habitat for plovers, such as black-tailed godwit, common snipe, curlew, common redshank, and so-called marshy terns, that is black, white-winged and whisker tern. One of the most interesting natural objects within the Puławy district is mid-forest lake named Piskory. Overgrown with dense vegetation, inaccessible and virgin water reservoir and its surroundings, all the swamps, forests and wet meadows, is a true bird sanctuary. Because of the species diversity, faunistic reserve has been set up on the lake. List of birds found in this area is impressively long. From the typical water through wetland birds, from singing house sparrows to the rare species of predatory birds. Vistula and Wieprz rivers are not only a perfect breeding ground for many birds, but also the ecological corridors of international meaning for migrant birds. In spring and autumn, one can meet here many northern species. On the Wieprz River there are numerous flocks of geese, ducks, grouse, plovers and nods observed, and on the Vistula River typical waders, herons and great cormorants. Nearly a quarter of the Puławy county is covered by forests. Only a small fraction of these are already mentioned riparian and older forests. The land is covered rather by coniferous and mixed woods. The predominant species are pine, complemented by birch, oak and alder. From early spring, forests are teeming with life. It's then when corvids, owls and large predators begin their broods. Later, forests become some sort of avian philharmonic, in which the instruments are played by voices of wood warbler, willow warbler and chiffchaff, flycatcher, chaffinch, blackbird or song thrush. On trees, one can meet several kinds of woodpeckers, as well as Eurasian nuthatch and tree creepers. The agricultural character of the Markuszów, Kurów, Końsko-Wola, Wąwolnica and Nałęczów municipalities makes the species here being typical for open areas. Chants of larks, pipits and yellowhammers reverberate around here. Shrikes and raptors like western marsh and Montague's harrier hunt on their prey. Hoopoes are looking for insects, and corncrakes, partridges and pheasants prey in grasses and corns. Areas altered by man are also willingly occupied by birds. Some species even like our closeness. Today we rather can't imagine rural buildings without nests of storks. In both urban and rural areas, many swallows and swifts still nest. On the other hand, orchards and gardens are the perfect place for house and tree sparrows, colorful ortolans, redstarts, goldfinches, a woodpecker's relative Eurasian wryneck. Tall buildings and structures give the opportunity for peregrine falcons and kestrels nesting. In turn, brownfields and post-industrial areas are the environment of northern wheatear, black redstart and common stonechat. Birds in Puławy district can be met throughout the year, but most of them leave their breeding grounds for winter. Those that stay move in the vicinity of people. If we just give them a chance to get food by setting the feeders, we will be able to admire the colorful world of tits, greenfinches, or arriving from the north, bramblings and bullfinches. Sometimes we can have a chance for a close encounter with a predatory sparrowhawk. Waxwings and thrushes prey in orchards and fruit trees. It's worth going for a winter walk, especially to the places where water doesn't freeze even at the very low temperatures. In Puławy area, we can find such kind of places. The estuary of the hot water discharge canal of the nitrogen plant lacks ice cover. A big number of gooseders, smews and ducks gathers here. There is also a great chance to meet swans, great cormorants and herons. territory is a hunting ground for a white-tailed eagle, Polish heraldic bird. Throughout the whole year, Puławy district creates perfect conditions for bird watching. Every year, the ornithology lovers discover here interesting species, either migrant or breeding. And because people are hospitable, climate is mild, history and tradition long and rich, visiting the region becomes a true pleasure.